So I'm back in my room. I think the last video I did was outside, or actually it might have been in the kitchen. I'm not entirely sure. But what I do know is that I have set up a PayPal link in my description. So I'm gonna be one of those internet whores and ask for money, but I'm not actually gonna ask for any money because I'm just gonna have it there in case somebody wants to donate anything, just for funsies. Okay, so now that that's out of the way. I still don't think I'm going to take this channel super duper serious. I think I'm just going to upload whenever I kind of feel like it. And hopefully it all works out in the end. So in terms of knowing things, a lot of people seem to know a lot of different things. In fact, there are, I think, 7 billion people on the planet who know about something. And I have come to realize that I know nothing. I know actually a little bit of something of everything, but not of something of a specific thing. And I've realized that some people, who no matter what their education is, will claim to want to know something about something, but know nothing about that thing. An example would be you ask him about a certain topic relating to a certain I don't know. Basically, see, told you, I don't know anything, but I know of some things. You ask them about a topic relating to something, and they will give a general view of what they think, and then you realize that they came across originally as knowing what that thing was, and then you realize as they continue talking that they don't know that thing. And it's totally okay not to know anything, or not to know anything about one thing, or not to know a specific thing about one thing. But it is important to know what you want. And I think that's something that some people don't know, is that they don't know what they want. They have an idea of what they want because they've either heard it online or they came up with it in their heads. But in terms of actually knowing exactly what they want, I'm having a hard time figuring out if people know exactly what they want ever, or if this is something that you discover as you grow older. I think I've come to the point where I know what I want, but I don't know what I want. I know what I actually want. I have the abstract end goal in mind, but I don't know if that's exactly what I want. And I think the one thing is I want something, but I have to realize that I have to do something else to get that thing. But the thing that I want would require me to make decisions in which I am having a Jekyll and Hyde sort of situation within my brain about those things. So it's somewhat of a, do I do this thing? Do I not do this thing? If I do this thing, what will I miss out on the other thing that I'm not choosing to do? An example would be if you have the option after you do something to graduate. No, time out. If you have the option to live somewhere, but you could live somewhere else. If you live one place, what happens if you choose to live at that place and not choose to live at the other place? Some would say you're just living at the place that you chose not to live at. But no, you're choosing to live at the place that you were arguing about whether or not to live there. And that can be simple for some people, but for people like me, that's not simple, because you have to think about what are you missing out on at the other place versus what are you not missing out on at the other place. I think this can also be summed up in terms of talking about people choosing different paths in terms of where to live or what to do after a certain situation. So after graduating, some would choose to live back with their parents, some would choose to move somewhere else. The positive of moving back with your parents is kind of no money and being around them. The negative is you're missing out on that whole other point of freedom in your life that you would be getting being by yourself. I don't know what it takes. I do know what it takes to be by yourself. And I think the big thing is you have to decide that it's okay to be alone by yourself. And it's okay to, you'd have to entrust or trust yourself and what the work your parents did for you. That they did enough work for you to live by yourself. Um, yeah, I think that's kind of it. I think that's what I wanted to tackle today.